decision on wealth or status of the individuals, nor what they could or could not do for him, but rather on what his Father would lead him to do in any case. So it's not a case of going either way. Don't give preference to the rich or the poor. Don't answer the telephone calls because someone is famous or unknown, a giver or a taker. Don't give a room to the person who has the best reputation, but be fair and just and loving, fulfilling the love of God. This is what it is to be non-partial. I remember when I was a working musician, and I was always depending on the generosity of others in order to continue my music ministry, because I never asked for money. Throughout my entire music ministry, I never asked anyone or charged anyone anything, because I felt like that was wrong. I felt like my gifts and my calling were of God, and therefore it should always be free, and I still believe that today. I don't charge, because as soon as I do that and I put a price tag on it, that becomes my reward. If I said, okay, I'll come out for $100, that's my reward, $100. If I say I'll come out for $500, that's my reward, $500. So what I used to do is just leave it up to the people's generosity or lack of generosity to support me, and that's how I lived for most of my music ministry. God dealt with me on something once. I had an opportunity to play at 2 different places on that same date. One I knew would pay me $500. The other I figured would maybe give me $50. Naturally, my flesh wanted to take the $500 because I needed to pay my rent. And the Lord spoke to me and he said, I don't want you to choose the $50 one because you want to be humble. And I don't want you to choose the $500 one because you need to pay rent. I want you to do what I say to do. I'm not going to tell you which one I chose. I don't even remember it so long. But I remember him telling me that. I remember him telling me that it doesn't matter, because if you go to the $50 one, I'm still going to pay rent. If you go to the $500 one, I may not. You might lose that. I might allow some catastrophe, like your car blowing up. All of a sudden, you need that $500 to rebuild the top end of your engine. Doesn't that happen? Like you come into a windfall of money, you go, oh, Lord, thank you so much. And all of a sudden, someone gets sick, or you get into a car accident, or some bill comes up, and you just go, oh, come on, God. You just finally gave me something extra, and now it's gone. He goes, no, I knew that was going to happen, and I gave you the money for it. And I've learned that now. That when a windfall of money comes in, I start going, okay, now what is this for? Am I going to have some catastrophe and my kid's going to get sick? I mean, when our children get sick, it costs thousands of dollars. One time we took Seth in the hospital for just a short overnight stay of $17,000. God paid it. He did. He paid every cent of it. But I'll tell you, I was shaking in my boots. I was thinking, man, and I got angry at the hospital for being greedy. I got angry at the doctors. I went through all this fleshly thing, and God paid it all off. And I went, why did I worry? I could almost hear the Lord's voice in the same way he always spoke to his disciples. Oh, you have little faith. Why did you doubt? God will always take care of us. He always takes care of us. There may be times when you're sleeping on a sofa. There may be times when you don't have enough money and it seems like you're going to be homeless, but God will take care of you. But he wants you to have faith. He's saying, believe first. If you believe me, then I will perform that which you have desired me to do.